Hello, everyone. Okay, so today is going to be a very short meeting, possibly 30 to 35. And today we're going to just look at some resources on that you can get, and we're going to read through it, and then we're going to talk about, just have an open conversation of how to be more sustainable. Other than that, that's basically it. Thank you so much for coming, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you can see it. And then yes, these are the way to become more sustainable. Yes. So first we're going to look at some news. I'm just going to pull it up for you, and then we're just going to read through it. I know I typically have a script, but I think by just visually seeing it, it will help you be more informed. So starting Tuesday, oil and gas companies can pick which parts of Alaska Arctic National Wildlife Refuge they're interested in drilling. It is the latest push by the Trump administration to auction off development rights. Hi, Paulina. To auction off development rights in the pristine landscape before Joe Biden. So basically, he's trying to find a place in Alaska just to drill and just put it there. And I think Joe Biden can't do anything about it. The official call for nominations launches a 30-day comment period. It will also allow the Bureau of Land Management to move forward with a lease sale, which it must announce 30 days in advance. The exact timing is not clear, but it raises the possibility that a lease sale might happen just days before Biden's inauguration. It's quite a lot of work to get to this point, said Kevin Pendergast, Deputy Sale Director for Resources with the Bureau in Alaska. In a separate statement, the agency said the lease sale will be a historic move, advancing this administration policy of energy independence. In a dramatic shift after the nearly 4 decades of protections, a Republican-led Congress in 2017 approved legislation that opened up a part of the refuge and oil development. It's called for 2 lease sales in the Arctic. Wow, but conservation groups are going against Trump's administration to push it. Wow. And that's basically it. And then at the end it says Biden says he has plans to protect the Arctic refuge and ban the new oil and gas permitting. So, how do you guys feel about this thing?
Wait, so
basically what we're reading from this is that Trump is trying to establish a drilling site by the Alaska Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. Like, what? And he's trying to push it before Biden is comes elected or put into presidency.
He's still trying, although he left.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. He has so much. He's trying to do everything, and I don't understand that. Trump, he's trying to bring back the troops. He's trying to put it down sites. And it's just, I don't know what he's trying to do, or I don't know what it's.
That's not okay though. Doing that, putting it where there's a national wildlife refuge, that's not okay. It's there for a reason, It's not there just to look cute. It's not there just to, it's there for animals.
And honestly, I think nowadays we already have so much drilling sites. We don't need more because most companies are already pushing towards solar and new renewable resources.
I guess, he just doesn't exactly care that much about the environment and cares, about the money that the United States will get from that.
Yeah. And then up next, sorry, yes, you can. What was your last statement?
It's just not okay.
Yes, not. Up next is environmental, how to save southern whale rights from extinction. Genetics hold the clue. So researchers from the University of Western Australia are part of a global team that has assembled the DNA of southern right whales, which they believe will increase the understanding of the magnificent creatures and may hold a clue to how we can save them from extinction in the future. Southern right whales are cherished mammals who raise their young near the shorelines and call Australia their home. And WA, I don't know what that is, Western Australia, I think, they are observed as Flinders Bay in Augusta, where they begin the migration between June and September. The friendliness, entering the shallow waters and swimming right up to peoples and vessels nearly drove them to extinction in previous years, as they were exploited by hunters for their enormous bubbler reserves. the population are more than were 100,000 in the 1700s, but now it's less. It was less than 400 in the 1920s. So they're nearly, they're close to extinction. Conservation efforts have improved their numbers since then. However, increasing understanding of them is vital for their protection in the future. So, good luck to them. I know among a lot of other animals out there are near closer to extinction, but hopefully, thanks to researchers and conservation, like the National Wildlife Refuge, they're taking action to go against, to go against that. And then now we're gonna go to talk about the 50 ways to be sustainable. So basically, we just got a link, and we thought this was be a great opportunity because what we're gonna do is that we're gonna look through it and analyze it and see how you can implement it through your daily lives. And then someone said, "Oh, no, you did, Marina. You didn't really miss a lot." And that's basically it. And hopefully throughout this whole website, rather than just like looking at it, we can actually talk about other things of how we're implementing it to our daily lives. So this split up into 4 different sections. So free, inexpensive, affordable-ish, and investment. So free, walk whenever you can because you can use less transportation, obviously. So which is also a reason why the next 2 is drive less and ride your bike. Do a thumbs up if you already do this. Honestly, due to COVID, we're already walking a lot. Use the public library. You don't need to buy books. Do you guys go to your library or you just don't read? Like, yes, thumbs up if you go to the library or not.
Well, they're not exactly open right now, but
I mean, actually, here's the thing. You can actually go to the library. Instead of buying books on Amazon, you can actually reserve a library book on the MCPS website, the MCPS library's website. So you create an account if you have a library card, or I guess you can create an account in the website, and then you can actually go through the list of books on the website and just reserve for a pickup. And that's actually what you do. It's not that hard. You can still keep in contact with the library and pick up books soon. Adjust your thermostat to 1 to 2 degrees down in winter and put on a cozy sweater and thick socks. So as you know, electricity nowadays, yes, it's good. Or at least just know that most of the energy that we get, including electric, which is why sometimes people are not pushing for electric cars, is because nowadays electricity still comes from the burning of fossil fuels and coals, which emits thousands of tons of emissions in the air. So again, whenever you're going to sleep, make sure you turn off your lights, or maybe even possibly unplug your cables at home, because even with it turned off, the electricity still flows through the wire cables, and that's just wasting electricity. So this also includes turn off the AC and open your windows because you don't want to use electricity. Pick up litter. Litter here, like, I know that's ironic, but does anyone know a litterer? I think nowadays, you know who?
I know somebody who's very impulsive, and whenever like I'll be like they throw things very easily because they're very impulsive. So I get mad at them because I'm close to them and I'm like, don't do that, and then I'll just pick it up for them, but they're very impulsive and it's really hard to control them. So.
And compost, yeah, okay, sorry. Another thing to do is compost in your yard and take advantage of a town pickup. So there's many ways you can do this: composting in your yard or gardening. Composting is actually fairly easy. I know that there are a lot of sites out there, including Whole Foods. I know my dad works at Whole Foods, and he actually picked up 2 geobins. If you don't know what that is, it's basically something that looks like this. Oh no, it's not this. Oh, here it is. So basically a geobin. I have it out. I'm just gonna stop like my camera, I guess. I can't show it to you. But basically, is they give you a bin for free. And all you have to do is set it up in your backyard and put your old food waste into there. So skin peelings, etc. It's not really that hard. Just make sure that you mix up your wet ingredients and your dry ingredients, because they need both. Dry ingredients meaning carbon, the wet ingredients, I think it's nitrogen. So when you mix up that together, that will provide the ground more nutrients, and you can use it within a few months. You can use it as soil for gardening. I know my grandma does it. Every single day when she's cooking, she saves her peelings, goes to an old trash can that she had. Like, you don't even need the bin, but you can use an old bin or use a bin that you create on your own, like a garbage bin, and you can put like your compost in there. And now that it's like we're nearing winter, there's a lot of old leaves out there that you can rake and then add that to your compost with your food, and boom, you started it. It's not really that hard. Also, see if your local farmers market has a drop off. One more thing. My friend typically, if you do gardening, my friend typically grows his own vegetables, and I've grown my own vegetables, and let me just tell you, they are hard to maintain. You gotta give them daily checkups. And you'll notice that you'll have more food that you can take, donate it to people in your neighborhood. That is something that you can do. And if you signed up for an indoor gardening workshop, that could be like, maybe you could also utilize that to grow food and feed your family or families around your neighborhood. Recycle any properly. Check your Multiplicity website. As you know, MoCo has their own like guidelines for recycling. Make sure you look up on that. They typically mail it to you in the mail, and if you haven't done it, just research it on your own, or follow some zero waste social media platforms, because we may think that recycling is just as easy as recycling plastics, but it's more than that. There are different types of plastic and paper. Well, did that paper touch food? Does it have oil in it? Because that may not be recyclable. So informing yourself through that is highly important. Make a veggie broth with food scraps. I try doing that. Let me just say, if you're a person who likes to cook, then this would be perfect for you, because I did this on my own and created a whole meal that I didn't really like implement. So if you're like a vegetarian or a vegan, that's also another thing that you can do to make your life more sustainable. Creating a yes, that's another thing that you can make your life more sustainable. After you cook, that oil or whatever's sitting, you can take all the solids, put it in a container, but that leftover stuff, that can also be used for veggie broth. And if you have food scraps, like we just said, like those peelings, you can put it in a boiling hot water, and then boom, you made it. Attend a town council meeting, just be more informed with the environment. I know that Montgomery County recently had their sustainability convention. I think Teresa did link it to the Discord if you are part of it. Another thing is, vote and some other political stuff. As an activist, make sure you make your voice like heard. And I know that when you think of sustainability, it's like stuff that you do at home, like the lifestyle, but it's also about your impact in the community. So you may not be doing stuff at home, but make sure you pass it off to others. Join an eco group. You guys already won one. Junk mail. What? I do not know what that is. Unsubscribe from store emails. Oh, sorry about that. Don't know. Delete old photos from the cloud. Start a bio-nothing group. Connect with nature. Go on hiking, foraging. Yeah, and another way to do this is also contact to like I know Bailey reached out. If you know Bailey, she has done a lot of volunteering work, and she actually is connected to a national park. And by doing so, you can volunteer and actually, stop invasive species or clean up parks. And that's another way to make your life more sustainable, which is also leads to volunteer. And then there's also seller giveaway items you're no longer using. If you attended our last workshop, which is social media activism, we also provided resources that you can use to, not only be more sustainable, but also make some cash money. Like, there's a lot of sustainable apps, but you can also sell stuff and make a little bit of money. There's Mercari for clothing, Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, ThreadUp. ThreadUp is actually really easy. If you sign up for ThreadUp, you can literally just, you don't even have to sell it on your own. They sell it for you. So you make a ThreadUp account, order it back. They will ship it to your house for free. And all you have to do is fill the bag of donated goods, and then leave it out. The mailman will pick it up, and then boom, they will sell it for you, and you will get some money. If you use Ziploc bags, I hate it when my mom like just takes out a Ziploc bag. You can like instead of just buying those expensive ones in the stores, you can just reuse it. Make sure you save it. Once you realize, once you start implementing practices and you'll see plastic in a different way, rather than seeing as something as disposable. You can see it as an opportunity to use it over and over again. Take cold showers. It takes a while to get used to, but typically, if you work out or something, those be very helpful to make your life more sustainable. I know that there are a lot of beneficial health aspects to taking cold showers, because I heard something that if you use hot water, it's just bad for the environment. I do not know. Make an eat next area to your fridge. And then some people put something in the chat. Yay, thank you. I know, Maria. It's so relatable. My boyfriend got me reusable Ziploc bags. He's lit. He's cool. Yeah, honestly, for my whole Christmas list is just zero waste items. I'm not a materialistic person. I don't like having a lot of stuff. And my mom tells me how to shop for more clothing all the time, because I reuse the same thing over and over again. And I have the same clothing from years ago, but I only buy what I need. So yeah, Christmas list, just zero waste items to stock up for next year or just in the future. Yeah. So your boyfriend knows what's up. Okay, so based on looking at the free things, what do you guys think? Do you think you already implement a lot of stuff, or do you think that this is something that you can implement in your life already?
I believe the tip with the recycling is very important because I had read that if you throw with a plastic or a paper thing in the recycling bin and it has food in it, then the whole recycling bin goes to trash because they can't pick them.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
really?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, if you throw in the recycling bin a paper or a plastic that contains food, then the whole recycling bin doesn't recycle it. They just throw them in the trash.
Yeah,
That's
true.
terrible.
It's useless. It's useless.
Yeah, honestly, you're right.
Yeah, same with pizza boxes. I think my dad was telling me how you can't recycle them because there's grease on it and they won't take it, which is really
Yeah. And I did saw, oh my gosh, I love it so much. So I followed my social media account, or she's another zero waster. She's not the zero waster with the TikTok, who has her own business. Yeah, she's not the face of Trashes for Tosses, but there's another zero waste platform. And what she said is that you can actually take the pizza box. If there's grease on it, what you can do is you can still recycle it, but take what has grease on it and then turn it into compost. So that's something you can do. I tried implementing that, and it does work. So now going into inexpensive, take transit. I always going to DC. My main priority is to always take the metro. Just cause one, traffic, two, just finding parking, and three, it's just, and I know it's a lot of work. But it is something that I feel like just a lot of metropolitan areas should expand, and it's always fun to go on an adventure. Walking to different places, especially a big city, it's a nice experience. Go veggie garden, like I mentioned before. Make sure, hopefully you sign up to an indoor garden. Let's go. Download Flash Food or similar apps to reuse risky produce in a discounted area before it's thrown away. So, yeah, I think this app is what they do is that you can literally give strangers your old food. I wouldn't say Ecosia. Hey, oh yeah, if you haven't noticed, wait, hey, do you see that? Yeah, make sure you use Ecosia. I think if it's every 75 or whatever tree searches they use with Ecosia, they will plant a tree. Yeah.
It's basically a web browser. So instead of using Google, you would use Ecosia, and every time you search up something, the company gets money from the ad revenues on the website, and for every 45 searches you plant about one tree, and they're very transparent about how they spend their money. Like you can literally go on their website, and I'm going to put a link in the chat, and also they have a store, and for every shirt you buy, I think they plant 20 trees. I'm gonna post in the chat right now.
Also, one more thing, another thing to add to the list. So, this app is called Forest. Hopefully, you guys already have it. If you don't, it's $2. Yes, but I got it when it was free. What you can literally do is you can set a timer. Hopefully, okay. There's like deep focus mode, and you can also like study with friends. So, what you can do is that you can adjust the time of how long you're gonna study, and the more time that you study, the more you get coins. And at the very top, oh my gosh, you can tell that I'm over 2,500. What you can do is that you can go and actually invest into like growing or planting a real tree. I already have 4 so far. Apparently, I have one friend who's already like invested, but I'm planning to invest in my 5th. So
What's
let's
the
go.
app called?
It's called Forest. So it looks like this. Oh, okay, that's really hard. Oh my gosh. Search it up.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got it.
Again, it is $2, just so you know. Sadly, I wish other people got it. Okay. So, put together a zero waste kit. Dude, like once you buy stuff, you'll keep track of like your zero waste items. Like I got a soap floss. That's one thing to make your life more sustainable. Just finding items that you can use over and over again, or biodegradable items. So I think that's the rule of thumb. 2 items, either biodegradable or you can reuse it for like forever. Like a disposable razor, floss. I know I have a reusable tea bag that you saw in a previous meeting. And that's 3 more things that you can use in your life to make more sustainable. Bring your own shopping bags. Pretty self-explanatory. If you're the type of person to forget, I mean, for me, if I don't bring my own bags, I just carry it all in my hands and just deal with the struggle. But if you are the type of person to forget, what I typically have in my car is I have a bin of jars because I can bring it to the store. Like, typically organic markets. This is another thing that you can do to make your life more sustainable. Typically organic markets, such as Whole Foods or Mom's Organic Markets, Roots. Due to COVID, they do have their stuff like bagged up. We can go to the store and use your jars and fill it up. They have a weight there for you to like subtract the weight of the jar, but through that, you won't be using any plastic bags to get stuff in bulk. Bring a shopping bag, menu shopping, try to repair items. This is just so basically just upcycling. If you don't know how to sew, that's okay. Fashion glue, or that's okay. You can use one of those like those rolls. I think they're like ribbons, and if you like iron it onto 2 pieces of fabric, it will stick. So sticky like thing that you can iron, and fashion glue. Boom, made like whole outfit. You're done. Stop buying paper towels. Use old towels. That's what I do all the time. Like when I see like a spill, the first thing I do is that I take a new reusable towel. Sometimes I do use paper towels just because, but try to best to use it. And another thing is just wax wraps. So most of the time, to make your life more sustainable, is just the zero waste route. I know it's hard, but you don't have to be perfect, just so you know. And then affordable. Actually, looking at this, what do you guys think? Good? Good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do any of you like do this already? Like thumbs up?
For the inexpensive,
Yeah, for inexpensive.
I have swapped clothes with my friends before.
For me, I'm about to get a veggie garden, but also my grandma grows her own food, so I don't have to go to garden myself.
When I was in Greece, we had a veggie garden in our village, and basically all my two grandfathers own a veggie garden, and I always had fresh fruit and vegetables, and it was great.
Yeah, those are amazing. It's so surprising how they're like so tasty and they came from your own home.
That is so nice. Wow. I've seen
another-
them in downtown Silver Spring, some like community gardens.
I did not know that. Thank you for reaching that out. Another thing to add to the list. Boom, community garden, downtown Silver Spring. Make sure you check it out. Another thing is give canning a try. Making like if you want to make your own pickle food, search it up. Like it is so much fun. Eat more plant-based meals. As you know, the food industry takes up like produces so much carbon emissions in the world. One, because of food waste, and when they go to the landfills, they won't biodegrade because of all the trash that's around them, so they end up just producing more methane. But also, two, the livestock industry, in order to like package them or kill them, whatever, it does take a lot of carbon emissions because the factories do produce a lot of energy and waste, air pollution. Shop at your local farmers market, and if not, you can always go back to plant-based meals and buy non-organic food, because sometimes like even though that they're not better for the environment, it's like they're still nutritious for you. Avoid Amazon. However, Amazon is trying to like change up their packaging. I know I recently got a packaging from Amazon that is fully just paper, so who knows, maybe they'll deviate away from plastic. Choose locally more. So for this, it's basically just finding small businesses. You'll most likely find them in farmers markets. I know I get my my face, like my cleanser is basically a bar cleanser, and when it's packaged, it came in paper. And I met the small business owner at the Durwoods Farmers Market. So when you go to farmers market, you'll meet like people who are also passionate about what you're passionate about, which is very interesting, because farmers markets are very sustainable. They are very healthy for the environment. Shop, go thrifting, make eco-friendly gifts. When you package, make sure that you use be creative. Try to make your own printing, like paper packaging. I know I still save some of my like old paper bags to like decorate, or I'll reuse the paper to turn it into wrapper. Switch to eco-friendly bathroom products. Again, packaging that is packaged in paper, not plastic, and possibly. And another thing is, how many of you shop at Lush? If you go to Lush, they do have shampoo. Oh, you do? Oh, hey.
Yes.
Do you use any of the shampoo bars?
What'd you say?
Do you use any of the shampoo bars?
No, we use the little ones that come in the baggies,
Oh, that's okay. That's
the
cool.
paper baggies.
Then what do you what, the little thing that come in the paper baggies? Huh.
Yeah, like it's either like the bars or the back
Oh,
ones.
okay. That's really cool. But yeah, as you know, Lush, they have most of their products are sustainable. So like you said, you can use bath bombs. So you can use that as a luxury, or you can go towards more of your everyday thing. So rather than getting like shampoo bottles, you can invest into something like a shampoo bar. You don't have to wash your hair every single day. Actually, in fact, it dries out your hair, and it can be damaging for your hair. So try to, and also it will waste less water. So shampoo bars, don't don't rinse your hair every single day. It will save less water. The packaging for the shampoo bar will not be harmful for the environment, and you treat yourself better. And then this is like the stuff that you actually have to invest. Solar panels. Here's the thing. Yes, they are better for the environment, and they may be cheaper in the long run. But I think most of the money that they make is the installment. So that's where you have to be careful, or see if that's something you're willing to invest in. I would push for like, yes, going full on solar panels, but sometimes they'll just scam you out of it. Get a rainbow. This is something that my grandma does. So does any of you have that thing by your house that collects all the rainwater and it just like drains it out? No? You know that thing that sits on top of the roof of your house, and it's just like kind of like a drainage system, and then the water goes down? Okay, at the end of that, you can attach a barrel. And then you can use the water to basically water your flowers rather than getting it from a hose or going to the sink and using it. My friend has a rain barrel. Apparently, he uses it to drink the water. But again, I don't know about the pollution in the air that makes the water drinkable. Maybe you can add a filtration system to it. But that's another investment. Install a gray water collection system. Does anyone know what gray water is? I don't. Wastewater generated in households, office, or building. Okay, never mind. Don't know. Moving on. Tear down your lawn and build raised garden beds. So basically, it's not really hard. One, the wood is cheap to get from Home Depot. You just create a bed, like a rectangle thing, put it on like your front lawn or whatever, and you can start gardening. Just get the soil or add in the soil, or just tear up the lawn and just like take out the grass and start gardening. Also, another helpful thing for compost, other than like the leaves in your that has fallen to yards, when you mow the lawn, you can reuse those leaves or those the leftover grass, the shredded grass, to your compost. It's actually very healthy. Menstrual products, so period panties, menstrual cups. I know I have one. It takes some time to get used to, but once you do it, it just becomes a normal part of your routine. Create a party kit. Yeah, so basically it's just which you can get from the thrift stores. I don't think you have to really worry about it. And then a zero waste party. This is pretty self-explanatory. Don't buy paper like plates. Just reuse what you already have at home. We'll go to the thrift store. And then buy carbon offsets for your travel or regular transportation output. Yes. So basically just reusable items. And that's basically it. That's basically the whole presentation. Thank you so much for coming. So any open discussion, any opinions which you guys have?
Yeah, I have a quick thing.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
So I feel like when people hear like eco-friendly or zero waste, they
Mhm.
think they have to compromise, and I think that's one of the reasons why so many people are turned. I mean, even with veganism, like so many people are turned off because they feel like they have to give too much of kind of what their routine is. So I feel like maybe if we take some of the more simpler steps, like even bringing bags, like there was a time when nobody knew the contribution of plastic in the ocean, but once people knew, there's people who took steps to kind of make sure that they bring grocery bags. I know people who don't even second guess, Earth or the impact they have, but they still bring reusable bags to the grocery store. So I think if we kind of take the simplest things off that list and start kind of advocating towards it, even composting. Like I know people hear compost and they think worms and dirt, but you can actually just bury the scraps in dirt and they'll be just fine. So I think we kind of start with the simpler things and then we can kind of get more people involved that way.
Yeah, and exactly. I definitely agree with you because like more people need to do it imperfectly than perfectly. That's something that that's a quote that we say all the time. I think it was by the TED Talk, the one who created Trashes to Tossers. Yeah, and it's just those simple habits. And honestly, we should just tell people, like, I think they just have a stigma with environmentalists. It's like, oh yeah, you have to do all these things. No, you're not supposed to. You can just do it for yourself, like because you care. And if you don't care, well, do it because it's just a good cause. And it's those little things that you can implement or add to your daily routine. It's not going to be a big drastic
Exactly.
change. Yeah, get it.
Also, I would like to add.
Yeah,
I
sure.
would like to add that yeah, I definitely agree with that, Katie, because when I first started learning about the impact we have on the environment, I was like, wait, I don't have all these things that I see most of these people having. I see they have all these bulk jars and they go to all these expensive farmer markets. I was like, that's that's not the most affordable thing to me. So I just started doing quick changes. I made sure I had a reusable water bottle in my bag, and that was one of the first things I did. So definitely it's slowly over time, do what's more accessible to you, and then over time, add new things.
Any other thing? Which of these would you like to use the most, or which one of these would you use the least? well, obviously, I feel like most of the investment part is just like out the window, except for the menstrual products. Like, it's those little things, like, as women, like, it's those little things that it's a necessity. So it's just like, buying new products or just investing in new products saves you a lot of money in the long run. Like something maybe $44, but hey, you can use that for like a span of 10 years, which is, I mean, the menstrual products. The reusable razor, yes, it could be like $30 now, but hey, at least you're not going to be disposing it and having to buy new ones every month or every year at least. So yeah, I think that's just the rule of thumb when it comes to like zero waste. It's just buy what you need, buy stuff that are long lasting, make your life like simple. If you're the kind of person who likes to shop, well, shop at the second-hand thrift stores, you know, and make some money just by like just selling it over and over again. It's just keeping up the cycle, not throwing out anything at the end, but just reusing stuff. Yeah. Anyone else?
I have to eliminate napkins. I use a lot of them.
You with napkins? You like use to use napkins?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing to add to the list. Handkerchiefs. I've yet to create one, but not gonna lie, you can literally just take an old reused like piece of fabric or just take a piece of clothing, cut it up, boom, you're done. And I think that's about it. Oh, hold up. Community updates. The denim drive is officially happening. I know we have talked about it for such a long time, but yay, the denim drive. So also if you want to get hours from this, we still have to put it up on Give Post. So for now, just track your hours and then we will reach out to Val to approve them, or we will approve of them. But if you need some ideas on how to do the denim drive, thank you, Paulina. She was kind of confused at first, so she did some research herself and did a step-by-step direction for the denim drive. It's not really that hard. It's basically get a old box that you have at home, or get a free box at the U.S. Postal Office because they actually give out the box for free. And then also, that's basically it. Make sure you sign up because we're supposed to track all the information, how many
I got
denim we
you.
have created. Oh yeah, what'd you say?
Oh, I got y'all. Is it like boys too, or is it just like a certain kind?
A certain kind of denim.
Yeah, like can I donate some of my brother's jeans?
Oh, so denim. Okay, so all of your denim products, I know this is a disclaimer, but most of them are, they have to be at least 90% cotton. That is the
Okay.
kind of denim that they are looking for. And if you don't know how to look if there's 90% cotton, just go turn your pants inside out. You'll see that weird thing that's sticking out, and then it'll have that information. So yeah, 1, sign up, 2, print out the shipping label or just do the step by step. And email us your pictures. So sign up step by step and email us your pictures just for verification. If you're planning, oh, you're what?
Oh, sorry. What do you mean by hours?
Hours. So basically what our club is trying to promote is volunteer, like just community service. And yes, although nonprofit organizations are closed because of the rising cases of COVID, we're trying to find other ways of collecting hours. So if you don't know, Montgomery College has a Give Post account. That is a place where you can track your hours. And if you're volunteering someplace else, that's okay. What Montgomery College does is that if you get 20 to 99 hours, you'll get a certificate of community service. If you get 100 or more, you get a medallion when you graduate. So that is something that you can win if you're planning to go forward with this. So denim drive, you know, now that I think about it, I feel like with a certain amount of denim, that will count as an hour because I feel like if you're very invested into this, you can gain more hours from it. Or just, yeah. So other than that, we still have to set it up in a Give Post account. It will be a long campaign. So it started this week and it's going to end by December 6th, which is a Sunday. So it's going to be after the first week of December. And someone in the chat said, oh, it's okay. You can always go to the store, I guess, and then just like.
Also, you can tell your family members or any friends to do it, and they can also be entered for the gift card as well. So maybe you have a neighbor who has denim, you know, you can tell them about it. So yeah, make sure to sign up on the form because that's how you're also entered for the raffle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention that if you're planning to participate in Denim Drop, not only if you are interested in Yaos, not only can you get that, but you'll be entered to the raffle to get a free $25 gift card. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. Chat. Is there certain types of denim? No, there's actually no limit. Just make sure it's 99% cotton. Other than that, oh yeah, this week we're gonna talk because it is International Week. If you want to inform yourself about events around the world, each of our board members are picking a country or a region and talking about the things that they are doing to make their country more sustainable. Based on the news that you saw in the beginning, as you can see, I don't know if the United States are taking any initiative to make their country a more sustainable place, but you know, the people and just like the companies, I know that there's sustainable companies who do care about the purpose. So although the presidency may like go against that, the people are like making a difference. So 1:30 to 2:30, make sure you come to inform yourself. Other than that, make sure you follow us in our Discord. I guess like to like finish off. I'm thinking about a question just to like get you guys more engaged because honestly, I would like to get to know you all, like possibly study with you, like do a whole study sesh. If you didn't know, the Discord, we have 3 different Zoom links, which is 1, the Wednesday meeting, hello, 2, the Friday meetings, but also the Can Club Chill Chat. That's like a triple C or maybe 4 C's, which is basically any member can go on and just chill, talk, just say, hey guys, or maybe you can schedule a time by yourself or possibly on the weekend and we can all like jump in. So make sure you also follow us on our Instagram, you have already not, to just keep yourself updated about our events. And if you're interested in like just community service or trying to inform our members about a certain thing topic that you're passionate about. Like I know Paulina was very passionate about zero waste. So she hosted her own workshop and look at her now. She's also the secretary. But if you're interested in hosting a workshop, make sure you email us. Choose a topic, please. Get some stuff off of our plate and add something to your plate just to show that you care or spread awareness or inform others about something. One more thing. I know we also talked about this, but community updates. Val reached out to us and if you hadn't known, another project was teaching elementary schoolers how to reduce, reuse, recycle. If you want to be a part of that, make sure you join the chat, but it might be put off until next semester. So if you're still interested and you want to implement the product or project and you want to like lead it, make sure you email us or email one of our board members. But yeah, the reason why it's going to be put off until the spring because Val's Connection, the guy who runs Student Life, he reached out to his son, which is Highland View. Apparently, they're going through some testing. You know that winter testing for like I think the MCAP or something. I forgot what it was. Yeah, the kids are just too focused on that. So yeah, unless you have connections to any other elementary schoolers, please tell us. We would like to connect to elementary schools. And if you want to do it this semester, please, you can definitely do it this semester. So yeah, reach out to your connections. And I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for coming. Oh yeah, you were saying?
Oh yeah, so I'm pretty close with my like former second grade teacher, and I did like SSL for her. What is it throughout high school and middle school? And I don't know if they're going back to school or not, like in person for Montgomery County at least, because that's where I went, Montgomery County Public School. But I could definitely talk to her about like doing something. I don't know if it would be like via Zoom, but like the elementary school is literally 5 minutes away. I could do like an in-person thing, and like if one of you guys want to come or something and like show them what they can do. It's like just kindergartens. Like she now teaches kindergarten, but she's my second grade teacher. But yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. And maybe she can reach out to all the other teachers and you can have like more members just like do the same like class at once or something. I mean, do multiple classes at once. Yes, of course, COVID. Yeah, we're gonna also gonna have to sign a waiver form. So if that's something you do like to implement, make sure you just text in the group chat channel out teaching elementary schoolers. Just say, hey, I'm interested in this, and just tell us you're planning on reaching out to your teacher, and we'll reach you back to it. So thank you so much, Tiara. Oh, yes, that's what I want. Like, just community enrollment, huh?
It's most likely gonna happen next semester, just because like they're still like they still don't know if they're going back to school or not. Because I have 2 siblings who are still in like public school. Like my brother's in middle school and my sister is at elementary school. So they're still like they don't know if they're going back to school yet. But
No, definitely, yeah. But yes, just reach out to us. But also, Zoom meetings might be a thing, and that's okay. Like everyone's doing Zoom as of now. So, and also like we can do it at home. We can just create a presentation and plan like virtually, and then we can just present it to them in Zoom. So, I think it will save a lot of time if we do it through like virtual rather than in person. But if that's something you want to implement, sure, go ahead. Other than that, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this workshop or at least learned something new. But yeah, just know that informing yourself is just already taking a big step to making the world a sustainable place. So thank you. Other than that, bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
have a good one.
Bye.
Um,
Mario,